Hey everybody, it's Dr. V. I am back with another reading on the do I ever cross your mind? So this is for those of you that are in separation, limited contact with your divine counterpart, and you're wondering if you ever cross their mind. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much to all of my new subscribers, everybody that's here, that's been commenting and engaging. I really appreciate it. All of you that have reached out to me on Instant Go, those of you that have sent in energy exchange donations, I really, really appreciate that. It certainly helps me to continue doing this work, which is vital work in the world. And for those of you that have reached out to me for a private reading, if you want a private reading, all of the information on how to do that is in the description box, and I'm pretty good about getting them back to you within a short period of time. If I don't get the email, I may not, if you don't get a confirmation email from me in like 24 hours that I received it and I'm working on it, email me and let me know, because it may have gone to my spam file. I'm getting a ton of emails right now, so some of them just go into the spam file. So, that being said, I'm going to shuffle a couple more times. I'm using the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. This is a really large deck, and so it makes it a little bit harder to shuffle. All right, cool. So for the first question is, do they miss you? Spirit, please be here. Use me as a clear channel. Send only the messages that will be for the highest good of all those concerned. So Spirit, 3 cards for does the runner twin miss the chaser? The Star. Happy times. Yeah, I mean, that to me is very clear, but I'm going to pull 3. Ace of Water. And Balance. So what this says to me is that the Star is about happy times, positive, optimistic plans, being on the right path. The Ace of Water is a new beginning, falling in love, a resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth. And this is the need for balance and moderation, waiting for perfect timing. So what this says to me is that they're reminiscing on happy times. They're like, yeah, I really miss this person. I miss being happy with them. I miss these feelings of contentment. They want to come back to this new love. They want that relationship to have a resurgence, but they understand that they need to wait for divine timing. So is there anything that they want the Watcher to know? Justice. Okay, they're doing the work to come into justice. They're trying to get balanced and do the right thing. This literally says, do what you know is right. They know what the right thing to do is. They know that it's to be with their divine counterpart. They know that that's the right thing to do, and to do the work to get them to the space where they can actually connect with their divine counterpart in the way that is worthy of a divine connection. That's really beautiful. What else do they want you to know? 2 of Earth. They know that they need to make a decision. They need to make a decision to come forward to you. They know that they need to get out of the space of doing too much all at once, which is just distracting them and keeping them from doing the work that they literally know they need to do. What else do they want them to know? Okay, they're in a space of conflict right now, okay? They're in a space where it says conflict with others, bothersome details, competing goals. So they're, again, like, this energy is, again, about someone that's being at odds, okay? They're like grappling with coming into balance like this, with doing the right thing, and there's conflict within. So it's like they may be having, if they have a karmic situation, they may be having conflict with their karmic. There may be other conflict with work or with other things, but basically it's that they are in a space, they want you to know that they're in a space of conflict and that they are trying to get out of it, which is what they will do with doing what they know is right and standing up for their beliefs. So what's currently holding them back? It's letting this end. This is the end of a difficult situation. So what's holding them back is that they're not letting the difficult situation end. They have not yet embraced the change. They're not expecting things to get better. And they could be, it says recovering from an addiction. I always read that as codependence, that they still haven't, that's what's blocking them, is they still haven't broken out of those codependent patterns. And it's because of material concerns. They're concerned about how this will impact them materially, like how moving toward their divine is going to impact them in the material. So it's like maybe they could fear that they don't have enough abundance to support this union. They may be financially tied to somebody else or something else. So there's a lot of fear around money, and that's keeping them from coming forward. And the last is the Four of Water. It's literally like they're not seeing it. They're missing this opportunity. That's what's keeping them from coming forward. They're bored in their life. They're discontent, but they're not letting themselves see the possibilities just yet. That's what's blocking. I'm going to move these out of the way. So what are their fears and regrets? Six of Fire. Victory, good news is on the way. It's interesting because these cards just came out and you guys heard me shuffle. Good news is on its way. Their fear is that there won't be victory, okay? They fear that there won't be good news. They're kind of trapped in their mind right now. This is so bizarre because I just did a reading and these cards just came out. And you guys heard me shuffle. You saw me shuffling. It's just the energies are so powerful right now. So fear and regrets is challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. What I'm getting from this is that they're afraid to speak the truth. They're afraid to give or receive challenging information because it's going to disrupt shit. And they're afraid of things happening too fast for them to control. They're afraid of too many things happening at once. They're literally afraid that if they do what they know that they need to do, which is to step into their king energy or their queen energy, that it's going to put things in a space that's just too big for them to manage, and it's going to be hard for them to keep up. Do they want to reunite? That's the next question. Do they want to reunite? Knight of Water. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. Yes, they definitely want to reunite. Life experience. Yes, look at that. A significant life event. Okay, you guys, seriously, time to spread your wings. Look, a significant life event and wedding proposals, falling in love, that's a significant life event. That says to me that they absolutely want to come back together. This Eight of Water, it's a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful. So they want to come back together. They're searching for something more meaningful, which means that they want, and they know that their divine counterpart is their more meaningful something. They understand that this connection, they're beginning to understand that this is about spiritual and emotional growth, and that's what they want. That very clearly says to me they absolutely do want to come back into reunion. That is just gorgeous. So where's the runner in their headspace, Spirit? Queen of Fire. Stretching your wings in fire. Okay, they're stepping into their confidence. They're getting ready to fly. They're beginning to get independent. Okay, so that in their headspace, they're ready to soar. They're ready to get out of this like lower level shit that they've been in and move forward. The next one, Six of Air. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. That's where they are in their mind space. Like they want this, whatever difficulties they've been dealing with, to come to an end, and they want to fly. Mental space, wish comes true. They want these, concerns to fade away, and they want their wishes to come true. Heart space, Spirit. Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities. So what I'm getting from this is that in their heart, they want to give. They want to give gifts, money, time, effort. So if they have been neglectful of you, viewer, chaser energy, in the past, if they haven't been generous with their time, money, and effort, if they've been neglectful, taking you for granted, in their heart space, they really want to come back. They want to be more generous with that. Six of Water, they're looking back. Okay, they're looking back, and in their heart they're like, man, really what I'm getting from this is that they're like, they realize that they didn't treat you very well, they didn't handle this the way that they should have or could have, and they're looking back with some nostalgia and some regret, and they want to come in their heart, they want to give you what they know you deserve. Page of Earth, it says dependable, patient, successful, scholarly. Okay, so in their heart space, they want to be perceived as that. They want to be dependable. They like I said, if they weren't generous, if they weren't honest, if they didn't come forth with the best energy, they want that in their heart. They're like, they want some things to shift. It also says wanting to do something more challenging. For what I get from a lot of these energies is that people, and I get this with readings all the time, people are like, why do they stay with their karmic situation? Like, it's not what they want, it's like boring, it's not fulfilling, it's all of these things. Why do they stay? Well, oftentimes they stay because it's easy. It's not challenging. It's not a risk. They know that maybe their karmic will never leave. If they, just give them just enough to keep them hooked, their karmic may never leave. And so it gives them a sense of security. It's a false sense of security, because like, who wants to be anyway? But that may be what it is that they're like, that they're ready to step into something more challenging, that they're like, okay, I want to be in a relationship that actually brings out the best in me and inspires me to do good and to be better. And they're ready to get into that space. So Spirit, are there any other messages that want to come through? Okay, so what are their next steps? King of Earth, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. So what this is saying to me is that this is that one of the person that's the runner is going to step into their own confidence, into their king, into their divine energy. And king, it can be king, female or male. It doesn't have to be. It's just literally for whoever is in the runner energy, that they're stepping into their king, and they are becoming more responsible, and they have the confidence now to accept the offer of love. The Hermit. So they are in a period of self-discovery. I asked where where it's headed, is they are going into a space of retreat, meditation, and they're in a space of self-discovery, which is what they need to do. Like, why are, you think about why people run from twin flame connections, it's often because they're fearful, they're afraid of their own power, they're afraid of loss, there's a lot of fears, and so they need to go within and reflect, find themselves, find their worth, find their own self-love, and level up spiritually. And the next card, Ten of Fire. So what this is saying to me is that so it says I asked the question of where it's headed or where they're going, and I get accepting help from others, that there could be a period of time, things being out of balance. It's like if they have been out of balance and they have not been doing things properly, that is continuing. That's continuing to happen. But as it continues, they start to become more aware, like that they're creating their own chaos and that they need to make shifts to change that. Clarifier for that. Okay, they're headed toward the king. This is the King of Cups. They're headed toward opening their heart, opening their minds, becoming trustworthy. Okay, they're literally, look at that, two kings. They're literally stepping into their divinity. So again, whether it's a male or female runner, or masculine or feminine runner, it's stepping up into their divinity. That's where this connection is headed right now, or that's where this person is headed right now. And so it's all just really beautiful energy. So I'm going to move these aside. I think my dog is coming down. Hi, Dory. Hi, Dory. Make a guest appearance. You actually won't see her on the camera, but she's here. She's here by my feet. Okay. So, some final messages from Spirit. These readings are a little bit shorter because we just move through the energies really fast. So I hope that is helpful. We dig into the energies and go in Last week's, I think, was like 20 minutes. This one's going to be less than 20 minutes. So it's good. I guess this is like a mid-afternoon infusion. Final messages from Spirit. Okay, I'm actually going to switch directions with this. I just felt like Spirit said that the messages that want to come through are from the runner energy. What is the runner? What are the messages for you? This is literally what their higher self, the higher energies are saying. Emotional release. They're purging. Okay, that's why they're running. They're purging. Grounding. They're getting grounded, okay? They're finding themselves. They're finding their place in the earth, in this human existence. And they're finally paying attention to the signs, okay? The omens or signs. They're paying attention to what's going on. They want you to know that this is a period of emotional release for them. They're really getting grounded, and they're paying attention to the signs. They know. There's like, it's probably one of those things that they've been trying to avoid it for a while. Like I've mentioned in previous videos that my twin was like, there's a song that he associates with me, and there was this one particular day that after the last time we saw each other, that he was like, this song is on a commercial, and it came on every freaking commercial break during this situation. And I was like, kind of laughed, and I was like, well, you know, it's like the universe is trying to get your attention or something. And that's literally what's happening, is that they're starting to pay attention. So they're hearing songs that remind them of you. They're seeing your name everywhere. And it's not like just seeing your name like because you're friends on social media. It's literally like they'll be driving down the street. This happened to me the other day. I was driving down the highway and I saw his last name on a truck. And I was like, really, universe? You know, like, haha. Because when you pay attention, the signs are there. But I literally get that that's what's happening, that it's like the runner twin is literally seeing signs everywhere. It's like they can't avoid it, and that's because the universe is trying to get their attention, because they're like, you can run but you can't hide. So now final messages from Spirit. Death. Things are transforming. Okay, things are really in a significant transformation time right now. Surrender to the cycles and let it happen. Divine timing is at play here. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to force this. You don't have to, literally, all you have to do is allow the transformation to happen and allow divine timing to have its way. That's what's happening right now. It's a lesson for all of us around trusting in divine timing. Whatever is meant to be will be. It's like kestarasara, right? Whatever will be, will be. We've got to do that. We've got to get in that space of trusting divine timing. And the final message, ascension. Holy shit, you guys, we're ascending. People are ascending. You're ascending. Your runner is ascending. Humanity is ascending. If you guys have been feeling ascension symptoms, that's freaking why, because we are ascending. Spirit's like, that's what's happening right now. So if things are intense and the energy is like making you feel batshit crazy, it's because we're ascending. And in order to ascend, we've got to let go of these lower level energies. Ascension happens by rising up into our divinity. And that is literally what is happening right now. That is the energy of what's going on. It's the energy of the runner twin. The runner twin, I really get that they've been resisting it a lot. In fact, I'm going to pull a language of letting go card specific to the runner twin. And they've been, dodging it because they don't feel worthy. There's a bunch of other reasons that may be contributing to that, but they're ascending. They've been resisting it like hell. We know that. They've been resisting, but they're finally getting into that space of surrender. So this card for the language of letting go, what does the divine or the runner twin have to let go of? They need to, it says, today I will focus on the substance in my life. I will fill in the lines of myself with the real person, me. I will concentrate on the substance of my relationships and the other areas of my life, not the trappings. So what they're letting go of right now is the illusion. So it feels like a lot of the runner twins have been in this illusion state where they have, you know, I think some of you have commented on this, where it's like they're if they're in a karmic situation, or even if they're not in a karmic situation, it's like everything that they present on social media or to the public is not real. It's like an illusion. It's like it looks good, but it has no substance, and they're letting that go. They're releasing that energy and recognizing that living that way, you know, with insubstantial connections, relationships, false images, all of that stuff is no longer working for them. That's part of the ascension, and they're stepping into actually rising up and creating the substance that they like, that they want. And this card is receiving joyfully. Today I will let someone give to me, whether it's a compliment, an offer to help, or even a gift. I will stand there and take it joyfully. I know I'm deserving of good things, so I will simply say thank you. You guys, that is so beautiful. It makes me want to just cry. Because it really is saying that the runner twin, it's like, it says, I will let someone give to me, that they have been so long, and it's really feeling like a lot of it is based out of low self-worth, not feeling good enough, not feeling deserving of love, and so they block. It's like if you try to give them love and they block it, they reject it, they refuse it, they run. And it's not because they don't love you, it's because they don't love themselves. They haven't loved themselves enough to be able to receive that. So they feel like, because if you feel unworthy of love, you're not going to trust that someone loves you. Because you're like, I don't even feel worthy of it. I don't even love me. Like, how could somebody else love me? Much less, how can this like awesome divine being who is like kind and compassionate and has all this love for me, and you know, much less, how can a person that amazing love me? Literally, that's the energy that I'm feeling with regard to this. But what they are moving into is letting themselves receive. They're opening up to receive the gift of love. That is absolutely beautiful. Well, I hope this reading resonates for you and that it brought you some insight and some healing. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me again on Instant Go, or through my or book a private reading with me. Okay, talk with you all soon. Take care. Bye.